My brothers and sisters, citizens of Israel, we are on the verge of a very great achievement. It is not final yet. We are working on it diligently, and I hope, with God's help, that in the coming days, during the Sukkot holiday, I will be able to announce the return of all our captives, both the living and the fallen, in one move, while the IDF remains deep in the strip and in the controlling areas. At the beginning of the war, there was a very senior official in the security system who said it is doubtful if we can return even one hostage alive, even one hostage. Throughout the entire war, there were also those who constantly claimed that we could not get all the hostages back without a full and complete withdrawal from the strip. I thought differently and acted differently. Thanks to the resolute decisions I led together with the government, and thanks to the bravery of our fighters who pressured Hamas, we have returned 207 of our captives to date. But I have never given up on the rest of the captives. I have also never given up on achieving the other goals of the war. As I told the hostages when I addressed them directly from the UN podium, we have not forgotten you, not even for a moment. Throughout the war, my wife and I met with the families of the hostages. We saw their pain, heard their suffering, and we shared their prayers that soon they will embrace their loved ones and the families of the fallen captives will be able to bring their loved ones, our loved ones, to a Jewish burial. As I bring back our remaining 48 hostages, I instructed the Israel Defense Forces a few weeks ago to enter Hamas's most important stronghold, the city of Gaza. At the same time, I coordinated with President Trump and his team a diplomatic move that instantly turned the tables. Instead of Israel being isolated, Hamas is isolated, and as a result of the intensified military pressure we applied and the diplomatic pressure, Hamas was pressured to agree to the plan we brought. In the first stage, Hamas will release all our captives and the IDF forces will redeploy, in a way that the IDF will continue to hold all the areas controlling the depth of the strip. I hear that there are those who say today that Hamas was ready already a year ago or even 2 years ago to release all our captives without us fully withdrawing from the strip. Well, I tell you, it's simply a lie. What changed Hamas's position was solely the military and diplomatic pressure we applied. Thanks to the great support I received from you, citizens of Israel, and thanks to the bravery of our fighters, I stood against tremendous pressures from within and from outside to stop the war and surrender to Hamas's dictates. Do you know what would have happened then? We would have left Gaza with almost no achievement. We would not have entered Rafah and taken control of the Philadelphia route, thereby stopping all possibilities of bringing weapons into the strip. We would not have eliminated Al-Nia, Sinwar, Deif, Nasrallah. We would not have brought about the collapse of the Assad regime and the breaking of Iran's axis of evil. And above all, we would not have removed the existential threat of nuclear bombs and ballistic missiles from Iran. This is a historic achievement, an achievement that will be recorded in the history of Israel and also in the history of nations. I thank my friend, our friend, President Trump, who assisted in this historic action by sending the B-2 planes to bomb the nuclear facility in Fordo, and I thank him for his firm support. There were those who dismissed the possibility that we could succeed in freeing all our captives without a full withdrawal from the strip. They told me, it's too good to be true. It's too good to be true. So I tell you, it's true, it's real. And with God's help, this will also happen very soon. I instructed the negotiation team, led by Minister Dermer, to go to Egypt to finalize the technical details of the release of our captives. Our intention and the intention of our American friends is to limit this negotiation to a few days. And you heard President Trump this evening. He said clearly, we will no longer tolerate stalling tactics, delays, or evasions by Hamas. Now, in the second phase, Hamas will be disarmed and the strip will be demilitarized. It will happen either diplomatically, according to Trump's plan, or militarily by us. I also said this in Washington. Either it will be achieved the easy way, or it will be achieved the hard way, but it will be achieved. I thank the IDF soldiers,